Welcome back, my creative friends. It's me, Susana Baker, presenting Wynwood Magazine Podcast. Welcome back to Wynwood Magazine Podcast. I'm your host, Susana Baker, and as you know, we always bring you the trailblazers, the trendsetters, and the people that make a ripple effect around the globe, around the world, and most of all, in our community. With me today, welcome Derek Wilson.
Thank you. Ripples around the world. I hope so.
Yeah, you do. I have to tell you, I want to first of all tell our viewers that Derek Wilson is an educator, Miami-Dade educator, more than 2 decades, right?
August makes my 31st day of school.
3 decades.
3 decades.
Wow, you look too young. You don't look a hair over a decade. Now, what inspired you now as a Miami-Dade teacher? You also instill and empower the youngins for creativity.
Yes.
And that's something you've been doing from day one? Is that something you wanted to do? How did you get into education?
Wow. It's a long story.
Sure.
And I tell the story, the short version.
Okay.
The short version of this story is I was 17 in an AP class in high school. I teach high school. And I just decided at that moment in time, I was going to be an educator. That's the short story.
But you focus in art, right?
Yes.
Art teaching, art programming, everything. I'm sure this summer has been great with your children because you're also a husband and have 3 sons that are fabulous.
I have 3 sons.
That's a handful.
Yes.
And but you keep them occupied. And I have to tell you, I know Derek. I met Derek 3 years ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I really enjoyed is all the empowerment that you give to the community and emerging artists. Now, I learned through conversations with you that you have a foundation called Elevation.
Yeah, well, Elevate Foundation is the foundation. Elevate came to be 2020, literally 10 years ago. Not 10 years, 6. I'm bad at math. I teach art, not math. You could deter that right there. So anyway, in 2020, with the time off, I was able to do the paperwork and establish this non-for-profit, which was a dream of my business partner and I. We used to do events before, and what if we could do the events that we've been doing? What if we did that under a different umbrella? What if we did that under a non-for-profit? So 2020 allowed me the extra time I needed to finalize the paperwork. And
I was really pleased. I came last year to an Elevate event at Lincoln Beer Brewery where this podcast is happening. It's an amazing place. You want to come
shout out to
visit
Lincoln
Beer Brewery
and Alvin
here in Bird Road, and we're below Alvin Surreal.
Yes.
And I asked you to participate in Murals for Humanity, which is my grassroots event.
Yes.
I do 4 outreaches a year, empowering artists and art programming as far as it going back to the inner city schools. And you had no problems to say, absolutely, count me in.
Oh, yeah.
And you went the extra mile because you helped every single artist there with walls, with just being an amazing leader. And at that point, I really said, boy, I need him for every event.
I mean,
it was awesome.
I would tell you that I look at these emerging artists or these mid-career artists or these fully career artists, because there's some people that you and I deal with that it's hard to get a hold of them. It's hard to get them to be part of what you want them to be part of because they're so established and they're painting murals across the country and across the nation.
But they show up.
But they show up
for you.
Yes, and I'd say I'm very lucky that they show up for me. But I treat them like my students.
Yeah.
So every artist is my kid. If you're my kid, you're my student. I have children. My kids are my students. I got thousands of kids
through
going
the
back,
years.
going back 30 years this August.
Well,
so.
you do an event with me once a year that is at the Home and Design Show.
Yes.
We do Murals for Humanity. And while you're doing that event, you're giving back to the community. You're doing what is normal for you, what you do for Elevate Foundation, which is you're the founder. It's a 501c3.
Yes.
And, but you showed up for mine, and I took notice how many people would stop on the booth and say, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wilson.
So that's why it's
at
Mr.
all
Wilson.
different ages.
That's why it's Mr.
So
Wilson.
Derek Wilson is known as Mr. Wilson.
Yeah. I don't go by Derek at all.
Yeah.
I don't. My wife gets mad at me. Shout out to the wife. I love you. She gets mad at me
Does
all
she
the
have to
time.
say Mr. Wilson?
She's like, "Why do you introduce yourself as Wilson? What?" And it's just everybody calls
Beautiful
me Mr.
wife,
Wilson.
by the way.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Very lucky.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
And she's Puerto Rican?
No, Cuban.
Cuban. Okay.
Yeah.
Same wings.
Yeah,
of the same
right.
dog.
Yeah. She's right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
So
now
I'm very
you
lucky.
started to teach in Miami-Dade,
Yes.
and in your programming, you decided prior to Elevate Foundation,
Yes.
you were doing murals and beautifying schools.
Yeah, so what I did at the school that I teach at, John A. Ferguson, with the principal at that time, Ralph Villalobos, who will be, you're filming this? Who will be the next superintendent. So shout out to Villalobos. I just dropped names. But anyway, Villalobos was my principal. And so I literally would call him and say, hey, Golden 305, Golden is showing up. He didn't know who Golden 305 was. I was like, listen, I got this guy named Golden. He's going to come and paint. And Golden came and painted. And then Fallen Rose came and painted. And then Buddha Funk and Registered Artist. And the names go on. And it's just people that I just kind of knew. I fell into I can't even describe it. I fell into a space where what I was doing on the weekends was affecting my week. And now the Mr. Wilson on the streets was fusing with the Mr. Wilson in the classroom. And at that point, I realized there is no difference. It's the same person. And these artists were coming and doing their thing. I witnessed right there, the impact these artists were making. So that's where Elevate was actually born. Born in regards to what I was doing at John A. Ferguson. That's where Elevate was born.
When you see, and that's one of my questions, which you're answering already, but just to, what do you see when envisioning an Elevate Foundation? What were you planning? How are you going about to empower the artists and your community?
I wasn't planning much. It was very grassroots. It felt very natural. I'm a teacher, so you're an advocate for the arts. If you're in the classroom teaching art, you're selling ice to Eskimos. And so if you're selling ice to Eskimos to the entire community, you have a different mindset. And so I went at this Elevate Foundation. I went at the Elevate Foundation with a different mindset. And it didn't feel different for me. It didn't feel different at all. It still doesn't feel different. At this point in time, I'm fusing all of it. So the next event, the Elevate Art Festival, the next event is going to fuse together former students, current students, artists that are in the now, live bands, food trucks, this, that, vendors.
Let me bring the viewers up to date.
Yes.
All right. So you have two talkers here that can, go around circles. But we're excited and we're enthusiastic because we love what we do.
Yes.
And what we do is really giving back to our community, which in turn builds a legacy that just ripples across.
Yes.
And so I always say, if you do one thing that you ignite for the community, whether it be your school, Ferguson, whether it be beautifying another inner city school or undeserved neighborhood, and these murals and this art impacts one child, you've done your job. And the nicest thing about it is when you see it impacting not just the community receiving it, but the artists themselves that engage, and then all of a sudden they start really
Feeding off of that.
Feeding off of
Yes,
that feeling,
yes.
that inner city child, painting along with them, beautifying the school, coming back
Yes.
year after year on their own without any money. Everybody volunteers, by the way. All the artists that we talk to and bring to our grassroots and nonprofits, they volunteer 100%.
Yes.
You
Yep.
have time and time again. And,
Yep.
and to see these artists keep giving back and do what they love to do,
Yeah.
and not being able to turn it off, like you said, Mrs. Wilson must not be very happy all the time because it's hard to turn off being the hat of a philanthropist, being an art teacher, being an artist, a fabulous artist, Mr. Wilson art.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it another time.
Do you know that long story short, I did a show with David Rosen Galleries in Design District. And I'm originally an art curator. So I have very expensive VIP art tours, and we do very intimate for people to people, and we go out and show them design, explore the arts. And we went into David Rosen Galleries, and I had this fabulous attorney with me, and she saw a speed racer, leather jacket, and she fell in love with it. And she bought it right there and then. I think it was $2,500. She did, those are the tours I do, people that do buy art and don't care. And so all of a sudden she buys a speed racer. Now, fast forward, it is 2024. We're doing the Home and Design Show. I get a name by Monique Lasoy, and I'm really busy in the month of September, October it was. And I said, Monique, I need someone to kind of help me spearhead this. I can't be there every day. She goes, I have the perfect name, Mr. Wilson. And she says, he's a great artist. He's very connected. He knows everybody. And I said, okay. Ends up a lot of the artists you brought are artists that have worked for Muse for Humanity in the past.
It was crazy.
And so as Mr. Wilson's hanging his art show and his pieces, out comes a speed racer, a canvas. And I go, oh my God.
I know that
just
guy.
Like the jacket that one of my clients bought in the design district. And you go, OMG, that was you that bought that? I said, my client did. He goes, that was me showing at David Rosen. Yeah. See how the universe brings everything together?
I'm not mad.
Now,
I'm not mad. That was a great show.
Now, 2025, after 2 years of working with Derek Wilson, Mr. Wilson, I do an event called Unsung Heroes.
Yes.
And I think that anybody more deserving to receive a proclamation that Mayor Daniela Levine Cava gave to you as an unsung hero for all the things you do in our community. You got it in 2025.
Yes, that was awesome. And it's hanging in my classroom. So I'm able to...
It's hanging in your classroom?
It's hanging in my classroom. So I'm able to point at it. Those who are paying attention, because the kids are like this, but those who are paying attention, not to the phones, to whatever I say, sometimes I point to it, don't forget November 15th is my day, and they have no idea what I'm talking about because I'm sarcastic as ever. And so for those who read, no one wants to read, they'll see it and understand what I'm saying. I don't know, whatever. It's there in my classroom because it provides me with like a little bit of my classroom is my home, so I have things hanging. I have artwork hanging that's mine. I have an atomic hanging. I have this, that, and the other. So kids see this entire display of street art, and in the middle of it is the proclamation.
Yeah, it's
for
amazing.
For sure.
Then to continue the story,
The journey.
you invite me to this amazing event
Yes.
that was last summer.
Last summer.
At Lincoln Beard, where we're at today.
Where?
And it's shooting, and you're doing an amazing event with 50 artists?
Well,
there was a lot of artists. 30?
The event here last summer
Yeah.
was the first Elevate Art Festival.
Really?
And there was 30 artists under 20 tents, something like that.
Yes.
We had vendors, we had this, that, and the other. It was a three-ring circus. It was incredible. We had Carlos 305 close out the evening. We're gonna have him again for this next one. Where is the next one? They've been building a park in West Kendall for 5 years. The principal of the school, Miami Art Studio, MAS as people call it, my wife works there, Dr. Balsera told me 4 or 5 years ago, when that park's done, it's yours. Well, it's mine. And so come October, we're doing October 18th is a Sunday.
October 18th is a Sunday. My daughter's birthday.
Okay. It's beautiful.
October 18th, you're going to be having Elevate's second annual
Art Festival.
Art Festival.
Yes.
And you know what I love about your art festivals is that you empower, first of all, the community comes out.
Yes.
And when I mean the community, you're talking about Dism 305, Louis Valle, Monique Lasoy, Atomic, Schwabe. I mean, you're talking some top names that are commissioned, critiqued, collected, and they show up.
Yes.
They're there, ready to spend.
We're going to have
8
Schwabe
hours.
painting live.
Yeah.
Schwabe's going to paint live.
I think they all paint live. I saw everybody doing something.
Everybody was doing something last year, and so I'm still piecing it together. But I have this great location that I've been told I will have this location October, March for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So 2 times a year, we'll have an Elevate Art Festival. What
do you want people to take away from your Elevate Foundation events?
Wow, that's a great question. Wow, I don't know. To be honest with you, that's a great question. I mean, I'm so busy doing it, and I know what I'm doing, but I don't have time to reflect. Do you want me to answer it? You should answer.
Okay, as an attendee to your first Elevate Foundation,
which you were a major attendee, and I don't have to, I need to talk about that Jacob story any minute now.
All right, so I was able to network, make new friends, say hello to old friends.
Yes.
I was able to find an amazing emerging artist.
Yes, you were.
Who, by the luck of chance, decided to show up to your event the same day. And I bought 3 paintings from him because I do believe in empowering artists and coming out. I put my little money in my pocket and I go out and I try to buy something for sure. And I ended up buying 3 pieces from the artist. Now, I am, Puerto Rican from the Bronx. I'm going to make a deal no matter what. So I told the artist, I'll buy those 3 for XYZ. Now you think about it. I'll walk away and come back. It wasn't bad money. It was good. But I didn't want him, I don't want a cohort. What's the word? Cohort?
I don't know. I don't coerce?
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to do that to anyone. So at the moment I said, listen, the pressure's off. I'll come back. When I came back, that kid had not only those 3, but 2 more if I wanted, because for some reason, when I walked away, someone went up to him and said, do you know who was just talking to you? And I didn't even realize I have any clout at all in this community. And as I walked away, they must have said, oh, that's Susana Baker, da, da, da. When I came back, he was so happy that I was collecting his art. I had no idea about that story, by the way. He told me.
And keep the cameras rolling. That's the reason I do what I do. Jacob, and he knows it because I've told him straight up. You're the reason why Elevate exists. You're the reason that child. He's not a child, but I call them kids. I call them child because they're younger than me. Because I'm not a spring chicken. But anyway. So Jacob is a great story, and he's the reason why I do what I do. And I just do what I do. I just do it. That's it. And I don't reflect that much, but let's reflect on Jacob. Jacob showed up that day, cash money. Boom. Let me get that last tent. It was the last tent I had at Lincoln's Beer Brewing for the art festival. I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle of an event. I don't have time. But okay, I'll take your cash. There's your tent. He's set up. He ends up selling to you. He ends up being hired by you. He ends up rubbing elbows with the biggest names in the art world. And I'm like, son of a bitch, you're 24, bro. I'm 54, you're 24, and you're rubbing elbows with these. Oh man. So he attributes his entire artistic success with being here.
Yes.
And so if I can emulate that
I would have
again,
never met him. And
you
when
would have met him
I
if it
would
wasn't
have
for the
never
event.
met him. And when a lot of my friends were in the events, a lot of the artists and so on,
Yeah,
and a lot
yeah.
of great pieces. And I've been doing this for a minute, a long time. And so I have a lot of original works. I have a heck of a collection in my home. And so I really go out to look at young art, emerging artists, and Elevate Foundation did bring a lot of emerging artists and a lot of pros. And I love the mixture, and everybody. And having a young kid like Jacob, who really he is an artist. He wants to pursue his career, obviously getting pressure from home. You got to get a real job, this and that.
I know.
Selling a piece of art means so much to an artist. Doesn't matter whether you're emerging or, everything comes like a roller coaster in the art world. We all know that.
Yeah.
And so he really was so proud that he met me, and then later on realized who I was and who he was surrounded by. He probably knew already a lot of the pros and so on. Good. And then when I called him up, because I didn't take the art with me, there's one thing, I bought 3 Schwabe pieces too.
Oh, shoot.
I bought 3 Schwabe and I bought 3 Jacobs.
Okay.
And I told each artist, Schwabe was pulling it off the wall and he had one of the front tents. I said, no, don't pull it off the wall. Yeah. Keep it because you're going to need to inspire. It's a narrative on your walls. I don't want to take 2 or 3 pieces. I'll pick it up at the end.
Yeah.
Or, don't worry about it. So they were super happy because they could continue to show their work. And I said, you get it commissioned if someone's interested or whatever you want to do. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So I met Schwabe and I met Jacob. Okay. And so I met them both that day.
Wow.
And then Jacob, I called him up to get the pieces. And as I'm talking to him on the phone, I hear this young voice, very hungry, very, immersive in the sense of experience. You could tell when someone's really connected.
Yes.
And I offered him an internship. And he came to work. He's still working with me a year later.
That's the story.
And
that's the reason
to
why.
Elevate Foundation.
Well, you're welcome. But I just do what I do. I look at these kids. He's a kid. I look at these kids as they're my students. And so I pursue these endeavors with the thought that that's my kid. I got to do the best I can do as an educator, because that's where it comes from my heart. I got to do the best I can do for them. And I set them up. Now, what they do from that point is up to them. So amazing. Jacob,
you do a great.
I don't reflect on it much. I don't sit around.
Well, you should, because
I know. My wife tells me I should reflect all the time.
Actually, you are reflecting because
we're reflecting right now.
After 2 years go by with stories and you coming to, I think, 2 murals for humanity.
Yes.
People telling me great things about you.
Yes.
Me going to Elevate in last summer.
Yes.
led me to nominate you for an unsung
Yes.
hero.
Thank you.
Where we give 4, 5 to 6
Yes.
artists
Proclamation.
a proclamation with
Yes.
Daniela Levantava, the rock star, the mayor of all mayors.
Yes.
And she comes out and she honors 5
Yes.
unsung heroes that normally, to get a proclamation, just for people viewing this might not know, and some that do know, but just to clarify, a proclamation is the highest honor in the county. It is the highest honor you can bestow on an individual. And besides the keys of the city, that's the number one. But the proclamation normally goes right there with the keys of the city. And it's your own day. So Derek
Yes.
Wilson has November 15th.
November 15th.
As
I know
Mr.
that
Wilson
day.
Day.
It's not November 22nd, but
No,
it's okay. It's all right.
I have November 22nd.
Oh, that's right. That's your birthday. Oh my God. That's what I was telling you about the 22s.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah,
So anyway,
that was great. That was great.
That was
to be a part of
So
that.
you got the proclamation
Yes, ma'am.
along with some amazing
Yes,
other renowned
yes,
names
yes,
and people that are just amazing. And to get the proclamation, it gets juried into the protocol office of the mayor, and
Yes.
they double check that you do these amazing things for the community. So it was a no-brainer to give you a proclamation because
Yeah.
you're doing this, even though Elevate started in 2020. And bro,
Yes.
you want me to tell you a funny story?
Go ahead. Tell me a funny
Wynwood
story.
Magazine started in 2020.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
Two.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
two,
yeah,
two,
yeah.
and
The
a
twos
zero,
are there.
the two. The twos are there.
I had to start.
They say
to start.
necessity is the mother of invention. And let me tell you, sitting around wondering, what am I going to do next? I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm sure you said the same thing.
Yeah.
And this is where
Just got
Elevate
started.
Foundation gets
Yes,
started. This
yes.
is where Wynwood Magazine paperwork goes down,
Yeah,
trademark.
it was crazy.
And we did the trademark in 2021 after I incorporated 2020. And 2022, 2 years later, we got the trademark. And today we're sitting in full circle and Wynwood Magazine Podcast with the amazing Mr. Wilson.
No, I'm not amazing.
Now,
I just do
yes,
what I
you
do.
are amazing.
No, I
I've
just
seen
do
you
what I do.
juggle the 3 kids and the wife.
And the non-for-profit, and the day job, and the
that's what I'm
service stuff.
saying.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm painting a commission piece right now as we speak. So I'm an artist too,
a
but
great artist.
but I would say, the thing that brings me, I guess, the most pride is really not what I'm able to turn out artistically. I'm on the Union Wall, I'm here, I'm there, I've been in Wynwood, I've done this, I've done that. But what brings me the most pride is watching my kids develop into artists and then adopting a Jacob and watching that happen.
Yeah.
And I'm still in touch with Jacob. It's not like that happened, I don't know what he's doing. No, I talked to him last week.
I almost wore one of his hats today. Didn't go with the outfit.
Didn't go with the outfit. But, that's where the sense of pride comes
It
from.
really.
And I'm in the middle of it right now. Like I was literally at the park that's going to house the Elevate Art Festival today before it came.
October 18th.
October 18th. So I was there today.
At what time to what time?
It's going to go 12 to 6.
12
We're
to
going to
6.
break it down like 6:30. We're going to take the tents. By 7, the tents are gone. The after party is at Strange Beast.
Strange Beast?
Strange Beast is a
Strange
brew-
or strange?
Strange Beast. Let me
Okay.
clarify. Strange Beast is a brew pub in West Kendall that my friend owns, John Falco. He's also on the board with Elevate Foundation.
Nice.
So John has been helping me out a lot. John Falco owns this establishment.
Oh, okay.
And that's how this all started. That's how
we're in Lincoln
Yeah.
Field and he's been
Yeah.
another
No.
party.
This is where we all started.
Oh, that's awesome.
At this location.
It's so important to have other community leaders support your endeavors,
Yeah.
especially when it's a nonprofit
Right.
and you are here to really empower the mission and set course to what started as your vision to really give back to these young creatives. And that's an amazing canvas when you have this huge community of creatives, because we are in Miami. And this is the Olympics of the art world come December.
Correct.
So you have some amazing talent and so much talent. As an art curator, when I go and I do mid-career galleries and master galleries and emerging galleries, the art that I see, the spectrum of works from kinetic to figurative to impressionism to abstract, the talent is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But always behind a great artist, you need a curator. And Elevate is a curator. A community, yes, absolutely.
And
you set the tone.
And there's no better example than this wall right now. Yes, because they reached out to me to do this wall, and I said, no, I don't have time. I got somebody. And so Alvin is here, and he's outside.
Now, let me tell you, this is another story.
Yes.
Okay, Alvin Surreal came from Murals for Humanity to help me out with Gloria Estefan. 11 years ago, we did Gloria Estefan events, friends and family in the design district. And they feed about 1,500 families Thanksgiving. And Alvin Surreal came, super shy kid, didn't talk, very nervous. And I said, you got this. You got this. Just relax. Diana Contreras was there, Dee Dee Rock. And so she was painting and Alvin was, just doing his thing. He came back again another time with Gloria Estefan's event. And then he decided, and then he got smart. He did a picture of Gloria Estefan, a sound machine, and took it to Gloria at Gloria Estefan's kitchen. The kid learned marketing 101 overnight.
That's awesome.
The kid got it. And so he kept going out and just over his comfort zone and just getting better and better. And now he's with the global gallery that's on all the cruise ships.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name
I can't
right
remember,
now.
I know.
That is where Brito is, where
he has told me, he's another great story. If you got more film footage.
And I connected with you.
Through Alvin. Essentially.
You brought him and I'm like, oh.
You know him, but Alvin.
That was so wild.
Alvin's my go-to guy. Yeah. So I just call him and like, yo, I got this. And he's and he makes things happen. And he's another one of those stories. I met Alvin because somebody told me I needed to call him for another event I used to do back in the day called Wall Brawl. And so I made a name for myself here locally with this competitive art scenario. Yeah. So he would come out. So literally his mural that he's painted outside 3 times.
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
We're going to walk outside and we're going to look at the wall for sure.
True.
After this, we're going to go and...
So he was part of the original Wall Brawl. I can send you a picture. I will. Where it's just me, and then you see the wall's all great. But it's just, there's 4 artists, and Alvin's one of them.
Oh,
and so I call Alvin all the time.
Yeah. It's funny how you have your first tier artists that you use all the time, no matter what. The reason why I met you is because all my artists that have been with Murals for Humanity since 2010
have grown up.
Big time. So when I call Luis Valle, I'm across country. I'm doing this mural. I'm over here. Diana Contreras, I'm over here. Everybody is somewhere being commissioned. I'm so happy for that, Yeah. I know, but if I was in Miami, you could count on me. I said, I know, but I ran out of my roster.
Yes.
And so I needed, again, to go and start a new roster with younger artists and artists that I didn't work with before. And you immediately came to help. And little did I know that some of the artists that I had just forgotten about
we're just like rolling our same circle.
Same circle.
And so, going back to the Jacob story, as we do what we do, because we just do it.
Yeah.
It's our passion. This, we're going to go see in a minute, this Union Wall was a passion project. Alvin was part of that passion. But as we have developed this passion, we come across individuals like Jacob. We go back to that story. And that's why I do what I'm still doing what I do. Or Schwabe. Schwabe showed up to a mural project at a middle school I was doing in Palmetto Middle. I pointed, that's your spot. He was there with his dog and his girlfriend, and he got to work. Like, incredible. And now him and I are like the same thing. You know, I call him like I call Alvin. So there's a lot of amazing stories.
There really is a lot of amazing
with these
stories.
artists. So
now, can I ask you, what do you foresee for Elevate Foundation in the next 5 years? Where would you like to see Elevate be?
Okay, so August makes my 30th first day of school.
30th and first day of school. I love that.
My 30th first day of school. I'm not retiring anytime soon. That's what my wife tells me. My kids are too young. My wife tells me, no, you're not. So I'm not retiring anytime soon, but the retirement program involves Elevate. The Elevate 5 years from now, everybody's involved. The wife is hired, the kids are hired.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everybody's involved because I need that team.
Thank God. I hope
I need that team. So now with this park in West Kendall, solidifying that I can be there, you know, October and March, I see a plan that involves continuously putting art out there, putting artists out there, artists that are relevant to the now, artists that are coming up. I can just keep funneling those artists into this space. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm hoping I can bring the family on board, and then I just retire into Elevate.
And have them work.
Well, I mean,
like you,
I still never retire. I'm never gonna retire. I'm not gonna stop.
Like me, I'm always thinking, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop.
Why am I doing this? Why?
It's going to be very difficult. I was talking to one of my former students. He's done all my tattoos. I was talking to him yesterday, and I was like, dude, it's going to be so hard to walk away from that class. Why am I
thinking like that?
Because I'm 10 years away. I've been in the same classroom for 21 years.
That's crazy.
So 10 years from now, hands down, 8 to 10 years from now, I'm walking away.
Yeah,
and
I hope so.
Everybody hopes so, but at the same time, it's scary.
Yeah.
And so I was telling him, dude, I'm going to walk away.
You reinvent yourself.
I'm going to reinvent myself for sure. I've been doing that all the while.
Yeah. I mean, don't you, being in the art community, you get inspired by so many things, but when we're sitting alone and we're bored, we're dangerous. We come up with crazy plans. I am so sure that Mrs. Wilson has her hands full, keeping you contained within the four corners of your brain. Because I
think that the best word I can use in Spanish is, pobrecita.
Pobrecita.
Pobrecita. She has to deal with me.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. Mrs. Wilson, if you watch this, I've invited Derek to partake. I think it was the Rubel Museum you almost said no to. You said, I can't. If Mrs. Wilson is going to divorce me, I just can't. I promised her I wouldn't take on one more event this month. And I promised, I said, but it's the Rubel Museum.
It's Rubel.
Are you kidding me? And you go, no, it doesn't matter what it is. I have to keep my word. And I said to myself, I'll see the phone call come through. And sure enough, you showed up again. Yeah. And you made the event shine.
The event was great.
On behalf of Legal Services of Greater Miami and Heroes for Humanity, we raised
That's another story.
$56,000 collaborative for the event, which was amazing for inner city families to receive free attorney services. And so this is what we do.
This is what we do. That's what I was going to say. This is what we do. And so it's just what we do. And somebody will ask you,
using coins.
How do you feel about this? And what do you think about that? you're on to the next thing. I know you're in that mind. You're on to the next thing. I know you are. And I'm on to the next thing. So you get so wrapped up in the next thing, you don't have, that's what my wife always rips me on.
Stay present.
I stay present, and I don't stay
It's
present.
so hard.
It's so hard.
I'm on to Art Basel 2027.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? With Wynwood Magazine, I'm like, my kids call me and they go, Mom, are you coming down for September? September, it passed. Because in my mind,
You're
I'm
there.
in December. I'm in December, man.
Yeah, we're
It's really hard.
thank God for the wife. She's making the best of it.
I got 3 dogs.
Oh my
and,
God.
I train one to talk back.
Talk back.
That keeps me in
But
check.
I hope my boys.
Your boys are amazing.
Thank you.
And they
I
love
appreciate
you. They all you're such a great dad. And I'm saying this just
it. Can I get
because
that in writing so my wife sees that? A great
you got
dad.
a video, bro. Let me 22 in the house. Let me tell you, you are, because those kids, when they show up to like the home and design show, I see them there for 8 hours with you. Or 6 hours, and then the wifey comes to get them.
Yeah.
And she's happy, and she's making sure that she's getting you ready, like, Casa, coming, Casa. You know, that she does that. Because she is so open-minded and gives you the reins to run with your
So just
creativity.
play and you should
that's
see them
amazing.
you should have seen them at SuperCon.
And he's such a good artist.
Oh, the 12-year-old's out of control. He's the next Mr. Wilson.
Well, that's what
Fact.
he says.
Fact.
He told me that.
No, he's the next Mr. Wilson.
I said, what's your name? He says, Mr. Wilson. I said, but that's Mr. Wilson is the guy no, that's my dad, but that's my name. I'm Mr. Wilson too. And I said, oh boy, talk about character. He's got a
He sold a piece at SuperCon this week, last 3
last
weekends ago.
year.
No, 3 weekends ago.
Oh wow.
SuperCon
That's
2026. He sold
That's
a piece.
amazing.
So an original.
I love it.
I love it.
Isn't that a great feeling?
Oh my God.
And to see your kids and your children
Right.
inspire to create.
I don't want to talk to you about my kids because that's another podcast to talk about my former students that came to see me and shout me out, whatever.
That's awesome.
But my children had a great time.
That's
and
good. So to elevate,
yes,
October 18th, you don't want to miss it. You want to show up. It is at West Kendall Park, and you're going to go to elevatefoundation.com.
Well, I'll let them know. So
and you're going to give us the flyer, and we're going to definitely put it on the Instagram.
Thank you.
And send me all kinds of pictures of what we
talked about. The name of the park is Soundscape Park. It's in West Kendall.
West Kendall.
It's adjacent to Miami Art Studio, which is the art school in West Kendall.
That's awesome.
So Moss, this is an art park.
Yeah.
It's Soundscape, like Soundscape in South Beach.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario. And we're hoping to get affiliated with them so that they can show their movies. You know, they project their movies and stuff like that. So Soundscape Park. Park.
Now tell me, what would you have told the 21 Derek before he became Mr. Wilson? What advice would you have for a young man or young woman, young person, I should say?
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
Chase it.
Chase the dream.
Chase it. And I think that's what I did.
Yeah.
I was 21 years old, and I was at a point in time where I was the educator and the artist. And so I'm still the educator and the artist. And then so Elevate just grew out of that. It's a manifestation of all of that. And so
Mr. Wilson.
It is. So it's
evolution of Mr. Wilson.
It's an evolution. And so my classroom is no longer 118 at John A. Ferguson Senior High School. My classroom is all of Dade County. The thought is that Elevate will be in every school.
That's awesome. I think it should be.
There'll be Elevate schools, and there'll be
Elevated after school programs.
And we've already had
Dude, you know I ran after school programs for many years.
We've already had that.
Spida. I was there for 5 years.
So
That's
we're
crazy.
looking forward to that. But
That's it.
If
That's
I could
amazing.
speak to the 21-year-old, I would just say, continue. Because when I was 20, I was already subbing.
Subbing?
Subbing. I was
subbing
substitute
mean?
teacher.
Oh, okay.
I was substitute teacher at 21.
Okay.
And
Wow.
just stay the course. I've been in the classroom since I've never left high school. I swear to God, I never left since I was 20.
Your jump street
30.
22.
34 years.
Instead of
in the
jump
classroom.
street 21, you're jump street 22.
It's
I
jump
got to
street.
tell you, well, let me tell you, Wynwood Magazine, thank you for once again tuning in and being with us for another hour of just talking to an inspirational community leader, Miami-Dade educator, Derek Wilson, known as Mr. Wilson. And until next week, just stay creative, stay fresh, and keep inspired. See you next week. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed our podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wynwood Magazine Official and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening.